So, we are soon going to get Deadpool and Wolverine 2. I never thought Marvel would actually make a second part of this because most of us assumed it was a one-and-done solo movie. While we all wanted to see these two characters in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, which will still happen, today, we're going to talk about another solo movie featuring Deadpool and Wolverine. The film will possibly be called Deadpool and Wolverine 2, unless they decide on a more creative title. Last week, Kevin Feige even mentioned that Marvel plans to focus on these two characters, so it seems Marvel is carving out more space for them. Of course, Doomsday and Secret Wars will be the movies where they make major appearances, but fans are now set to get another solo movie with these two. Recently, at D23 Brazil, Kevin Feige was also asked about the future of Deadpool and Wolverine in the MCU. This news is especially exciting because, according to the reports we've heard, Deadpool and Wolverine 2 will arrive after the Multiverse Saga. This is intriguing because it implies that if we get a soft reboot of the MCU, these two characters are likely to survive it. So, Deadpool won't be meeting his end at Thor's hands anytime soon. Both of these characters will continue their journey and adapt to our main timeline, where other characters will also coexist. This is going to be fascinating because, as far as we can tell, post-soft reboot, some characters will survive while others might not. When we transition to the new saga, things will look very different but also very exciting. So we might get to see all the new characters, like the X-Men, a revamped Fantastic Four team, and perhaps even a new Doctor Doom. This new Doom could be given a proper backstory and origin, unlike the rushed introduction of Doom in earlier versions, like RDJ's Iron Man timeline. Now that Marvel has the highest-grossing R-rated movie in history, and the fan response was phenomenal, it makes complete sense why Marvel wants to make another Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Studios ultimately need to make money. It's a business. Marvel is owned by Disney, and Disney loves profits, which isn't a bad thing as long as fans get what they want. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Kevin Feige understand the value of Deadpool and Wolverine. So they won't make Deadpool and Wolverine 2 without a solid idea. Now guys, would you want to see a second part of Deadpool and Wolverine, or should Marvel stop here after the success of the first movie? Personally, I think, why not? If Marvel takes its time and gives the project the attention it deserves, it could definitely drop another banger. Marvel Studios seems to be focusing heavily on quality lately. Take the Blade movie, for instance. It has been delayed for quite some time, and I'm happy about it. Kevin Feige himself has stated that they want to make it perfect, which means the movie will eventually come out when it's ready. The delay, new directors, and a rewritten story all show Marvel's intention to deliver a truly good Blade movie. If Marvel applies this same mentality to all their MCU projects, we could see some incredibly impressive films in the future. When it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman care deeply about their characters. That's why the next Deadpool and Wolverine movie will definitely be amazing. The first movie was enjoyed by almost every MCU fan, though it had a few flaws. These can be improved upon in the sequel. If the sequel enhances what was already great about the first movie, it could surpass it. Marvel will likely try another movie with these characters, especially after the first one's success. At D23, when Kevin Feige was asked about the future of these characters, he mentioned that Marvel has always been trying to find the right fit for them, and they still are. Marvel is actively working on their projects, and Deadpool and Wolverine 2 is definitely on their to-do list. According to insider My Time to Shine Hello, the sequel is expected to arrive after the Multiverse Saga. While this source isn't always the most reliable, they are quite popular and often correct. If everything gets rebooted, we might see this movie in Phase 7, or possibly in the new Phase 1. This means these two characters are here to stay. However, we won't see this sequel during the Multiverse Saga, as there's no space to fit it in. The Multiverse Saga already includes a Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which covered a significant chunk of the multiverse. While the story had a few inconsistencies, the multiverse elements in the movie were top-notch. As we already know the release dates for all upcoming Marvel movies, there's no room left for Deadpool and Wolverine 2. However, the first movie established that Earth-00 is the Fox X-Men universe, where all the X-Men movies take place. This universe is set to collide with the main Earth 616 timeline, which we will see in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Right now, Marvel doesn't have time to focus on Deadpool and Wolverine 2. Fans will likely have to wait until Phase 7 or the new Phase 1 for this sequel. It's pretty obvious, though, that Marvel would not leave such popular characters behind, especially after the success of the first movie. Deadpool and Wolverine was already a massive hit, and a sequel is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. This movie was bound to be a box office hit because Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman teamed up again. Fans love this duo, and Hugh Jackman was especially excited about his comeback. Now that this movie has become the world's highest-grossing R-rated movie in history, a sequel makes complete sense. If we do get a second movie, I hope it turns out even better than the first one. There's also a chance that Gambit could return. I'm assuming we'll first see him in the Multiverse Saga during Doomsday and Secret Wars. Ryan Reynolds recently revealed that Marvel is very obsessed with Gambit's character, so it's possible he could be included in Deadpool and Wolverine 2. This sequel has the potential to introduce a lot of exciting elements. But before that, we'll see these two characters surviving all the major events in the Multiverse Saga. Afterward, in the new saga, we'll likely get Deadpool and Wolverine 2. Now guys, tell me in the comments, do you want to see a sequel to Deadpool and Wolverine? Which characters and elements would you like to see included in the second movie? And how excited are you for this new saga? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because we bring amazing videos like this daily.